I'm going to come up with a song for my channel. It's going to go something like, would you think I'm weird if I told you I dream about yard sales? When my pillow's just right, I tell you I find some great stuff. Something like that. Plus I'd have to find a singer. But I really do dream about yard sales. And I wake up and all this stuff's gone. I find some really cool stuff in my dreams. Honey, we just sold something! Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I really didn't know I was going to be making a video tonight, but I had some big sales. Let me show you. Say big sales, I mean some big sales. So check out this big copper pot that I sold. $500. $500. Doesn't that sound cool? Just $500 sounds cool, right? So, I'm going to sit this down now because it's like 30 pounds. Oh. So me and my husband actually found that copper pot this past summer. And if I believe correctly, it was the day of the reseller rally Friday night event. So that was pretty cool because I was able to share a few pictures of what we found that day with some people. And that copper pot was one of those items. My husband spotted it. The guy was asking $175 for it. I actually told somebody today that that's what we paid for it. I just kind of forgot. So I had to go back to the footage. We paid $160 for it. So I'm going to take you over and give you a closer look at this pot because I had some questions from a few friends and they want to know just what to look for when you're looking for an old pot like this or if you stumble upon one. So let's go take a look. Okay guys, so we're going to look at this pot in closer detail, and as you can see right here, this is all hammered and hand done. This whole pot is going to have indentions in it from where it was hammered out. You can tell that it's had a few repairs in its time, and the patina on this kind of looks tarnished, but I will show you right there, there's a little scratch on it. And as you can see, it's very shiny, new looking copper underneath. So if the buyer gets this in their possession and they want to buff this out, they can make this look brand new and like a shiny copper color again. Another really cool detail to note about this pot is that it's rounded on the bottom. It does not have a flat bottom. So in my research, you guys, a lot of times these were used for making things like apple butter and different things that you were going to make in bulk, maybe to can up and that sort of thing. But this, the rim on this has got to be a good inch, probably inch and a quarter. Very huge pot. This is 21 inches in diameter all the way across. But this particular pot has all kinds of wear and bumps and just very noticeable signs of wear along the way. But there's a pretty good dent on this side. But you guys tell me what you think. Would you have taken a chance and picked this pot up for $160? And I'd just like to know your thoughts on it in the comments. What would you have done? Another sale we made today that's also being shipped out is this vintage Chevrolet license plate. Now, I bought these, several of these at a yard sale. They were $3 each, and I think I'm down to 2 more left. I had this up for sale for $135. I got an offer just a little while ago for $75. And I asked that person if they would meet me at $100, and we made a sale. So this license plate's going out for $100, and I just love the red, white, and blue. This is embossed, so it's raised a little bit. These vintage license plates were so cool. I love finding stuff like this at the yard sales, and can't get much better than that. $100 for a vintage license plate, and it's heavy and substantial, and the buyer's going to be happy with it, and I'm just so glad that I found it and glad to get it in the hands of somebody that's going to love it. I have another item going out, and that is to Leanne over at Random Chick Picker on Instagram. She came into my store last night, looked around, and she ended up with this puzzle right here. This vintage 1986 jigsaw puzzle that features mushrooms and peas. So that is very cute artwork, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it, Leanne. And I just thank you so much for coming into my store and buying something from me. That's awesome, and I really appreciate you. So yeah, thank you so much. Guys, I wanted you to see my new t-shirt before I go. This was a purchase from Drew at Profit Monsters. He had a YouTube video where he found like a big bundle of t-shirts, and I was in love with a few of them, and I went over to his Instagram and messaged him, worked out a deal for 4 of the t-shirts, and this one's one of my favorite. I love Tim McGraw, and I loved this song when I was a teenager, so I will be wearing this shirt for probably like ever. And the other 3, same, but I really love them. I thank you, Drew, for the opportunity to let me buy those, so I really appreciate that. Okay, let's talk about some other sales. So in late October, early November, I listed these and put them up, and they sold pretty quickly. The one on the left is a Christopher Radko snow globe, and I picked that up for $15 at a yard sale. And the one on the right is a Treasure Craft cookie jar, bought for $5. I've sold a lot of Christmas items lately, and these 2 ornaments went for a total of $56 to the same buyer. This talking Jimmy deer was a fun one. I picked him up for $10 at a yard sale, sold him for $2.20. And any talking Jimmy product you're going to want to pick up, or at least comp out. And then on the right, I sold a vintage 1991 Sears Wish book for $38. So this lamp on the left, I sold it for $150. I picked it up for $5 at a yard sale. Learned that it's called a pancake lamp from my friend Tim at Over the Years eBay. Thanks, Tim. So the sale you can see on the right there, the Jack's Casino sign, that was scored by my husband for $40, and he ended up selling it for $450. So you should recognize this plate. I sold one earlier in the video for $100. This one sold for $110. I picked these up at $3 each, and I bought multiples of these, and I love doing that with these kind of items. I had $50 into this Pet Safe wireless fence for dogs and sold it for $165. These next few sales are photo slide lots. Now, if you don't know what photo slides are, they were a way for people to view their pictures after they took them. So not just that you would get them developed, but that you could put them on a projection screen and show your friends. They use them in businesses and schools and things like that. Now, you can tell by these prices that some of these are highly collectible, depending on the images. These next few sales were bought all by the same person, and they are going through the global shipping program to Italy. And this person, I guess, was intrigued by these slides because of all the different variations of world travel that were within these images. They were beautiful. I have about $5 in this vintage bicentennial 1976 shirt, and it looked like it had never been worn. I love getting something back where it belongs. This Masonic photo is actually going to a Masonic museum in Massachusetts. We also sold this Prehistoric Men of Kentucky book for $52, and I'm happy to say that's staying right here in Kentucky. This was a new in package, bought at a yard sale for 25 cents item that I could not pass up. And I'm glad I didn't, because I sold several of them for $50. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.